Hello, welcome to Coffee and Conversation on this Saturday morning. This will be our regular time that we'll be going over some of the events and things that mean something to women here in our Ocean View community and beyond. We again want to say welcome, and we hope all of you are doing well on this April Fool's Day. Uh, we will be focusing a little bit on her story this beautiful rainy day as we bring in those April showers. We hope to give you some information that you can take with you to fill up your cup for the week. And this brings us to The Hive, our space for women in business. And you can check this out at neurotahouse.org, The Hive. And we really encourage you to go there because every Wednesday we have new articles about women in business in the area, especially here in the Ocean View, Norfolk, Virginia area. And we will be highlighting women from all over Norfolk, and we would like you to be one of those women that we highlight. If you would like to do that, please contact us at neurotahouse.org. You can go to our contact information, or you can contact me directly at admin@neurotahouse.org. So, what is the Hive? The Hive is a space for you, and it specifically focuses on the new conscious building that we're trying to do with business. I'm part of a conscious building team, and there's information about that on our website, and you can find out what that means. What does it mean to be a conscious business owner? Well, I've been part of humanity's conscious building pledge for a long time since we did the Inumaka project. And it means doing business from the heart, from that very feminine space of the heart. And guess what? All of us have that feminine space regardless of our gender. And it's just that place that we move outward with that absolute unconditional love towards the things that we're bringing forward into the world. And we know that the models in the past have not necessarily looked like that. And if you go to our website, you can check out one of those articles that talks about how we're going to create better business models in the future. You can also check out an article on Jacqueline May and her work that she's bringing into the Ocean View area. She is a maker and artist and writer, and she has a lot to offer for the organization coming up. She'll be doing a lot of our hands-on materials for the Montessori based lessons that we are doing. So very excited about that. Also, Sheena Stellaria, who is a local yoga teacher in the area, as well as apothecary and horticulture. She does everything that's good for you with her hands and heart, and I just cannot recommend her enough. She's currently doing some personal study right now with an ashram, and we wish her a blessed time and hope that she comes back fully renewed and revived. And this is also going to lead into what we're going to be talking about a little bit today, which is self-care, especially during times of transition. I myself have been sick this week, so I totally took the week off. This will be like one of the first things that I've done for the business this week. And it is important to do self-care. So remember to always take care of you. And without further ado, let's get into it. And that leads us to some of the things that are coming up. I first want to say thank you to Ocean View Yoga and to Bunny and to Kelsey Hawkhofer who have all been people that have worked specifically with me or on me. And I cannot say enough about what these women do to promote self care in our area. But in order to take good opportunities of self care, oftentimes as mothers, we need to know that everything is taken care of. And this leads us to another issue that we've been having, which is finding appropriate care for children. Who is on your cares list? And how do we know as women who are the best people to leave our children with so that we can take a moment to care for ourselves? We have talked about collaborative and collective care, and we'll get into that a little bit more in a deeper article. It just will not be this week what that would look like. If you have recommendations, we would really love for you to leave us with us so we can start to create a list for mothers to know who to go to. I would first start with mothers connecting with each other and sharing their babysitting list or their caregivers list of who they feel would be the best ones to take for care of their children. Because we know as women, when our plates feel piled very, very high, it's hard to give yourself the self-care, and our concern for our kids, where are they going to be, who's going to be taking care of them, is very high on that list. So we are definitely looking for that. I recently joined Ocean View Business Association as a new member. And so their website also has a lot of good things that you can take a look at, and I will link them in the next Hive vlog, and you can look up their information there. And maybe you'll be able to see more things coming up, and our business is also coming up listed as well. While we currently are a school with NaradaHouse.org, we have focused primarily on consultation, going out and working with families, or doing online or hybrid type courses, and we are getting ready to make that expansion. So a big thank you goes out to the Ocean View Business Association for writing our letter of recommendation. I can't say thank you enough. And for the women and people that were behind that, you know who you are. Thank you for your help and your assistance. So without further ado, let's get into our primary portion of the day, which will be talking about Gaia's story, or the Mother Earth story. So I hope with this month of celebration for Earth Day that you are taking time to get out into nature. I know for me, the pollen has made it absolutely excruciatingly hard to do that. So I've had to enjoy it a lot from the windows this week, especially because I've been so sick. But she is making a fantastical showing. That's all I can say. And I would encourage you to just watch the air quality time frames. They are listed, and you can check those out and see what times are the best times to go out. As a friend of mine once said, Rita, I'm going to spotlight you, that morning time that we go out is really important to get that sunshine in our face, even for 10 or 15 minutes. It kind of resets the entire body and allows us to take in that earth energy, that kind of sunning. And maybe you've heard this before. It's 10 or 15 minutes, let that sun shine on your face when it is available. Allows us to retune. I've also talked before too about putting your feet to the earth. It's really important to go barefoot on the grass every once in a while, just to feel her, even if she's a little muddy, just like we did when we were kids, and find that time to go within. So some of us have complicated relationships with our mothers, but our Earth Mother is definitely one that loves us and cares for us. Without her spinning underneath our feet, we wouldn't be here to have this physical, mental, and spiritual and emotional experience called being a human. And so since Water comes from Mother Earth, the land we walk on, the air we breathe. It is maybe important that we give just a moment of gratitude to something that sustains every single part of our human experience. So if you have not said I love you to your mother, especially your earth mother, now would be the month to do that. So we hope that you join us for our next Red Tent. We're going to be doing a lot of self-care, and I would encourage you to come out on the 22nd, and more information will be provided on our website about the exact time. We're going to do a little beach cleanup on the 22nd, and that's going to be our care for Mother Earth. But as mothers and women, we tend to carry everything on our shoulders. And so April 23rd is really going to be a repatriation to rest. We would really encourage you to come to our next Red Tent. It's going to be a little different than usual. Normally you have these very sumptuous feasts because women have provided these great foods and everything, but it has become a little bit uneven, and I'm going to reteach the facts of lodge care and self-care and group care this upcoming 23rd. And I'm going to ask everybody to bring your favorite sack lunch or your picnic lunch for yourself. So pack it with all the things that you want to have in it. And that's going to be part of our care basket. I'll show you what a care basket looks like in a little bit. I'll put a picture up of that and you can see that. And we'll go from there. So please get in tune with Mother Earth. It's also Poetry Month. There's a reason for that. I mean, because nothing encourages the beauty of prose more than Mother Earth. And it says the earth has its musics for those who will listen. And I absolutely know that this is true. My daughter for many years did her work on sound frequency and the effects on water. And we know that everything has a vibration and a frequency and a harmony. And that's why it's almost like resetting yourself when you go out in nature. I saw the ladies of Ocean View were taking a walk. Now I really like that. I would like to participate in more things with that. The Ladies of Ocean View, if you don't know, is an active group in the Norfolk area. You can find them on Facebook. You can also find other groups like this with our Neurotta House Folk School community, which is also on Facebook, which is open to join. Our House of the Divine Feminine is open to join as well if you're looking for other groups to connect with. There's plenty of homeschooling groups that meet for nature specific reasons as well if you're a homeschooling parent. And the Red Tent Ocean View is open once you have attended a Red Tent Lodge. Why do we do that? It's for confidentiality and protection of those members that are in that. So we encourage you to step out and join us April 23rd for maybe your very first Red Tent. We would really love to have you. There are protocols that are to be respected when you come into Lodge, which is at a beautiful Airbnb in our area. We ask that your shoes are removed. You come in with a quiet heart, because you never know what's going to be happening when you get in there. People might be in the middle of discussion, they might be in the middle of singing, they might just be eating or socializing. So it's just a matter of respect when you come in. And we hope to see you then. So take time in Mother Earth. Have a beautiful Earth Month and celebrate her every single day. And before we close, and drink the last bit of our coffee today as we have our conversation, I would like to ask you to consider subscribing. Your subscriptions will help us to build a larger impact across our community, as well as to bolster the potentiality to help us to become fully solvent, to be able to continue to meet the needs of women within our community by helping them out with scholarships, by helping to pay for writing of the curriculum. Because if you do not know, I spend a lot of time behind the computer doing recording and creating the curriculum that we see within our Neurotta House page. One of my favorites recently is the Breaking the Duality mold. If you haven't checked it out, it is absolutely free. So get in there and get that and take a look at it, because I think there's some things that you might find interesting. And I will post it as well so you can find that later on today. Look forward to seeing you again. It was lovely to spend time with you this morning. Be kind to each other, be uplifting to each other, and remember, everybody's path is their own. So check us out for more information at neuratahouse.org and neuratahouse.org/women's studies. Find all the things that you will need for your family and yourself, and we will see you again next week.